So I picked up a bunch of these. I was at Gen Con once and I picked up dice like this before. I think they were smaller versions. I'd have to look in my Axes and Allies box to see. But basically, they have the symbols for each of the different factions in Warhammer and maybe other war games. For whatever reason, the Japanese one doesn't have the flag on the outside, and neither there's the Soviet one, right? So we'll just take a look at these. They're pretty good. Start with the German ones. So, what you get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You get 12 of them in a pack, and they, feel good in the hand. I'd go a little bit smaller, but they're pretty good, right? They're satisfying to roll. And, you got the Germans, you got the Americans, their flag, right? And also in the colors, roughly. I'd go a little bit brighter on the red. I don't know. Maybe brighter on the red. And then, I don't know. The British are very close in color to the Americans, if not the exact same color. So I don't know whether they could have went with different colors for the British. I don't know. Are these British colors? I have no idea. They're certainly not Canadian colors. Now we have the Japanese. I mean, red and white. They're pretty simple, much like the Germans. So the Axis powers have very simplistic colors, and the Allied are more, I guess, nuanced. I mean, we got this speckled Soviet red thing going on. So I don't know if this is Russian colors either, really. With the gold and the red. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, but they're really good dice, and they look really good. And it's just a little upgrade for your Axis and Allies game, or any game that involves World War II, or possibly other wars. So, I mean, obviously the most common would be the American and the Soviet in a game. So there's other games that could be using dice like this. The Japanese would be less common, and maybe the British, and there'd be lots of games that would use German dice as well. So anyway, they're pretty cool dice. I like that they got the little flags on them, and that you can spice up the game that you have. Yeah, so if you can pick them up from Chessex, then do so. They're pretty great. Most Chessex dice are pretty great. They're not the most, the most blinged out dice, but they're also not the most expensive. They're relatively cheap. So check them out and have a good day.